Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I got a big surprise. I'm playing blue-white control. Is blue-white control everywhere? And I found that out after I recorded the video and decided to upload it today. Yes, a couple of content creators uploaded it yesterday. It also placed well in a challenge, but you know me. If a deck places well in a challenge a couple of times, I'm definitely going to give it a go. I haven't played blue-white control in a while, but I wanted to give No More Lies a good call and a good shot. And it has quick study and memory deluge, some of my favorite cards to play overall. So I'm definitely going to give it a shot here today. So let's go ahead and hop into the games. And if you enjoy my content, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and let's just get into the game. And our No More Lies into these Sunfalls. We can get there. This game should be pretty well chalked up and easy. If we don't get there, then guess what? We lose. I know, big surprise, big shocker. Like, I understand it's my go, opponent. I know you're in a hurry and you're just playing Boros, but let me out. Leave me alone. You're up. You know how it's got to be. No point in leaving them unmuted, I suppose. Counter that because we don't want them to put in the knight here. We can handle 2 damage for as long as the game kind of moves on here. Land. Nice. I was saying if we play 27. Land should be easy to come by. We might have to kind of just absorb whatever they do here because we're wanting a memory deluge, so we can ensure that we sunfall. Doesn't really matter how many kind of creatures and stuff they put on the battlefield. Looks like knight's going to be the play. Knight can be the play as well. What do you find? The recruiter's not that good if you... Oh, and I felt pretty good. Feel pretty happy about that. Let's just grab creature land and an island. Definitely just going to play the island first. Guess we just go ahead and pop a sunfall here. Take all this away. Might be an aggressive sunfall, but next turn we can then play land, hold up a march on 1, play an emperor, exile some stuff. But I would really like to actually play this instead. Oh, well. Did we get Gleeful Demolition here? No? Very sick. Let's sacrifice that to cycle if that's what they want. Now we have it held up. It's super sweet. I think we just kind of wait here and hold. Now we can bring this out if we want to have it block. We can have Emperor come in, exile things, or make 2/2s. We can have March pop this blood token if they try to target it with a Gleeful Demolition. We only have to pay 1, which still then leaves up our Emperor play plus our animate play here. That's fine with me. So far, so good. We see Gleeful Demolition now. You know you play it. Sure. Still have a white mana in case they try to Gleeful Demolition. I'm going to actually probably make a 2/2 here. I'm going to actually have it block the frontliner, I think. Rather just like make a wall of blockers here instead of kind of just going for the quick trade and the exile for life gain. The longer this game goes on, the more we're favored. Especially when we start firing off memory deluges for 7. Knew you had it. From 0, target this. Out of the way. They can then pop it if they want to. Throw a bad card away, and they choose not to. And with us, what do you have for me now? Sure. Yerks. 2/2.
Let your
And
do the talking.
attack, I guess. It is vigilance, so a reason not to go ahead and start threatening their life total while we can. Came in, it's strong. We got memory deluge, which is probably the best thing that we can do this turn. can also defend ourselves with our restless anchorages if needed. We also have our incubator if needed. Looks like another knight here. If that's the case, that's great because it slows them down a ton. Slows them down and speeds them up at the same time. It's a little bit weird. Like on one hand, you're like, that sucks, but also you don't care at the same time. They find another one. I wonder if they've had a couple of 3s that they just couldn't grab. If you notice, they only were able to tap 2 with those. Quick study or temporary lockdown. Quick study is obviously good, but I think in terms of value-wise, we want to keep having these memory deluges be really nice. Okay, well. Yeah, so we just play this. Plus on this. And then I'm just in the hold back train now. The only real downside is if we do use this temporary lockdown, this is still in play, which is why I'm kind of wanting to play more towards the sunfall than anything. The other reason I don't really want to bring up this incubator token, because I'd much rather just turn it into an attacker once we sunfall. So we definitely have the mana to do both. Temporary lockdown can be useful to break out everything here, but really knows. We have good defenders. They have good plays, maybe. Lethal Demolition obviously would be really solid. They can do a couple scries here, but I don't think they want to risk it potentially. The pause there so they know we have something. But maybe not sure. Incubate tokens and manlands will also hold priority, but whether or not they're thinking of that, whether it's a card in their hand or those. Timer comes up. Case comes down. Case I'm not that kind of worried about. If they want to attack and get it fired up, they can. Sure. 4 damage. I have a lonely 2/2 on the back end. We're definitely going to memory lose. We have a lockdown that also will take this. We have a 3/3 to defend ourselves too, if we want. We'll memory deluge before we decide anything when we move to combat here. Deluge? Oh, that seems good. Honestly, I think just second temporary lockdown is probably better. Now it's like, do we use this incubate token to protect ourselves? I think we use it to protect our emperor if needed. Might have been a reason to grab the get lost, because now they can kind of ensure the emperor dies. But either way, we still have our creature lands to use. As long as emperor survives, I don't care. The 4/4 is coming at us. The 1/2 going at emperor, which they might pump. Looks like most of it's coming at us. Fine. Not fine per se, but not like worst thing I've ever seen. Sure. I think I want to get rid of this as well, so I'm going to have to use my incubate token here. Block here and here. And it doesn't really matter because we're definitely farewelling here. Sure. We don't have to do graveyards, so creatures, enchantments, artifacts, and then we get to keep our memory deluge. Get all that gone, make our 2/2, and then we get to pass. Alright, well, like that, I mean, we should have this game pretty well locked up, even though it might take a couple of turns to end it if our opponent doesn't want to leave, which is possible. They have outs. They do have good plays to make. Like this right here gets them an additional card. They could potentially grind out of this game. Although unlikely as that is. I say that and then we'll get slammed, you know, the usual. Get lost helps make it even more of a like non-chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They concede now, but the main thing we were kind of waiting on is when can we attack with our manland but also hold up memory deluge. This is the hard part about playing control sometimes, is you just have to be really slow about winning the game too, because you don't want to give them any chance to crawl back in. Well, we get to go first. Very sweet. Giving them more lines into potentially a memory deluge if these aren't bad. We're gonna try it. Play land. Probably be proving that they're bad right away. No. Third field of ruin. Don't worry, I'll blow up every land possible, I suppose. What is the inspector doing? What are they playing? I mean, we're definitely snapping that off for that. No way in the world we're letting that go. There's an emperor. This gone. They'll most likely pass the basic land test. They're probably just blue-white tempo as well. But we're gonna field a ruin, go grab an island while they're mana down, even though I don't think there's really anything that they could do about it. I guess you could Tidebinder. Oh, they're doing that. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well. 3 costs what? 2 to return it to hand? Okay. I memory deluge, look for Sunfall maybe. Maybe. Sure. Yeah. We're just looking to get to farewell, honestly, more than anything. I'm gonna give it trample, I guess. So, like, that's fine. This. And we'll just throw a 2/2 in front.
I've learned much during my travel. Let your blade do the
It can be blocked. Oh, shoot. That's pretty good. I mean, we're gonna exile it next turn if we can, but I don't know what that does. Throw 3 more artifacts. Solve, do some other nonsense. We'll go ahead and do this. Say yes.
until next time.
Solve. Yes. Fine.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Attack doesn't really matter too much. Before one counters target non. Actually, dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're dead exactly. What a whack way to be dead. So they just don't do their case. Alright. Oh, non-creature artifacts becomes a 4/4. I mean, we're still dead, right? They could have just put it on anything. Absurd. I mean, yeah. We don't want a thin. We want the highest chance to draw a land. Let's see it. Combat. This one. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure they missed lethal, but I could be wrong. I can go look at it now. Sacrifice this, put 4/1 counters on target non-creature artifact. Comes 4/4 with flying additional to its other types. They had a 7/7. I was at 11. They put 4 counters on one of their things, and I die. This is how that would have worked. Crazy. So this can't be blocked. It could have counter magic, so I mean we kind of have to just hope here. The land. That work? attempt to counter. They pay. Another mana down. Okay, I didn't know quite how that was going to work. So we play this. Be minus. They'll hit something. That also gets their reoccurring coat off the battlefield. So that's actually great for us, where they were normally going to be able to constantly bring that back. Sunfall is fine. This does this cost sacrifice an artifact or creature, ward 2. I mean, a 2/2. Mass Memory Deluge is held up. Siren's fine. We obviously have Sunfall as kind of a backup thing here. Take a Dusk Rose, sacrificing the map token to take out my 2/2. They go for the ward creature right now. This. Just have to keep sun falling here. Hit land. Stick. Play land. Gosh, it's so gross. Give it flying. Yeah. I have to do this for 0. Oh, I can just pay the 2, right? Because it's a 0 mana thing. I mean, no, please. I don't know why I clicked that. Okay. 2 mana creature, like, I could flip it. Well, I mean, that's less damage, I guess. So, like, that's kind of cool. Other than attacking, I'd much rather do the bigger creature here. Yep. Don't fall the board. Did we crawl out of this game? I have no idea. Well, this is for 2. Go ahead and bring this up now. And then we can Field of Ruin this anchorage here. I'm just not even going to give them time for it. I'm going to do it now, get it out of the way. No, we could hold for Memory Delusion or not, but I don't know what they're playing. They could be playing protection and things like that, so let us just protect ourselves while we can. Next, attack for 4. Get them down to 11, and then we'll end turn. Now we have 2 really solid removal spells, plus a Memory Deluge next turn. Okay. Is fine-ish. The 1/1. Guess we just get rid of this on their end step. Now another Memory Deluge is good. We have her 5. Turn. Now we can Mirrex and Memory Deluge. They hit another land, which pretty much I would say seals the deal. Could have went for a counter spell, but we don't play any hard counter spell here. Not in these parts. There, and then here, and then here, and here. Good. Seems not that great. Play this, we pass. Now we make another Mirrex token. Or Memory Deluge. Probably just Memory Deluge. Making another token doesn't speed up our clock at all. Ward 2. I guess I could also die to this if I'm not careful, but Oh, I want to do this. Yeah, let's do it this way. Oh, auto pay Ward 2. I forgot that card existed. I didn't really want to put that into their graveyard. I should have done it when they targeted it for the first time, but I kind of just autopilot and said, yeah, that's fine. Like a goober. Well. Whatever. Now I've locked myself out of my own brain because I'm like, yeah, I'd hate to swing lethal at my opponent. Whatever. I'm getting mad. I hope I lose. I hope they play another one of these on this that they can't do and I die. I don't know. What? Get me out of here. I went from almost throwing the game, which I guess Mirac's tokens can't block anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I thought like I intentionally tossed the game, but then I just don't attack for lethal because I stoopy head. Go first. A lot of damage we have to kind of take with this hand. I'm gonna maul this hand. That hand kind of just really sucks, to be honest with you. Here, I think we just toss the basic back, and then we hold up no more lives on turn 2. Might cause damage or 2, but who knows. Anacar. Like mono black, potentially. Means this might be dead. Or Esper, I guess. Who knows? Who knows? Turn, but we can play Field of Ruin and blow up Third Beach. There's a basic, making it less likely they have more basics. We'll counter this. The best part about No More Lines is it does exile, so they won't get the backside of Dennick. This gone. Force them to have a basic white. Our hand is pretty white heavy, but I'm gonna grab an island regardless because we do have a deserted beach. Well, they do play basic Plains. Don't play a whole lot more than that. I can't imagine. 3-color deck. I think it's like one of each plus one of like the. Never mind. Call me a liar. I have no idea. Moralize that. Pretty empty-handed. Gonna at some point have to find a refill or like a really good card selector in terms of Memory Deluge and refill by a quick study. They're only playing basics apparently. A 3-color deck, and they have 5 basics. That's insane, but it is what it is. Could I make this appear, but not that worried about it right now. Make it 2-2.
Keep watch for intruders.
Deluge, fantastic. Make another 2-2. Hey, Island. Pass. Not gonna attack or anything. We could have plus on that, but I have to assume they have some type of removal. Whether it be cut down, get lost. Not get lost. It could be, I guess, but go for the throat because they only have a black mana open in terms of like those 3 options. What do you got for me? Rafine at some point's got to show up. You have to imagine, at least. Then we're gonna fire off the Deluge, maybe find a Sunfall, kind of get everything answered. Path to Peril. Yes. Emperor. Probably could have taken another land, but all those gone. Get that gone. Second main, they can activate these maps if they'd like. I feel like they have to, right? I don't think they have any on the stack interaction. There goes land. We can play. Just give us another Field of Ruin target if we ever do draw one. Can't imagine they play many more basics than they've already played, but been made to look stupid thus far, so. Plus, I'm at 0. It did that maybe not even knowing if there was like a counter, like they went counterspell down. So if they have one in hand still, I'd be absolutely mind blown. We do this, play here, and then we pass. March can be played for 1 and exile this. We can't necessarily answer our Emperor if that's their plan. We also don't really have to go too hard on defending this Emperor because we do have another one. Also, they played another basic, so I don't know. Sure. Hey, there's Rafine. Zero, 0, submit 0, march this for 0. Now we hope it's like next turn, like play a Rafine. That kind of be it. Hopefully there's like nothing else going on here. Temporary lockdown's like awkwardly really bad in this matchup. Can be good at times depending on what they've played. Mill over Rafine? You grab back here. Grab Rafine? Did that as though like they thought I was gonna mill them. Sure, we'll make it 2-2. I'll just pass. Play want. Urtai. Play make disappear, so it's like 4 counter spells in total. One does still draw us a card, so it's not even like that big of a deal. It has to be I crafted Esper, but I didn't have the rares for the lands because I cannot imagine playing this many basics. Just like no way. It's worked out for him, so can't really complain too much. Isn't that fire off Rafine? This is all good. Memory Deluge. Now, Immortalize seems just like bad in general. I think it's just Sunfall plus Memory Deluge here. Make sure I can keep my card advantage more than anything. Another quick study, which is great. Plus on nothing. Plus on one of their things if I'd like.
Remember your training.
Sunfall them. Send them away. They get nothing because they don't go to the graveyard off the Dennick. Dennick, you have to go to the graveyard, I believe. When creature cards put in the graveyard. Yes. Graveyard it must go. You have another Sunfall. Like this. Oh. Here. Combat.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Back. I want to play Emperor and plus on it so bad, but I think that's just a bad idea. Okay. Let's just pass. I don't have to get too hasty. They don't have enough cards in hand to really make Rafine like that devastating, I think. Like a 1 attack draw cycle is not going to determine this game, I think. Now, if they start playing things like Shieldred or other kind of effects that get really annoying very quickly, then we might have a problem, but other than that, we're going to target my Memory Deluge. So, I'm firing it off. Yep. They don't get the exile value, and I get to use my Memory Deluge, and if they want to use a counter spell, then so be it. Land. March, I guess. Like one of the things where it's like so hard to just pick sometimes. I mean, I have 8 cards in hand. Like, should I just take 2 lands? Temporary lockdown, again, like I said, is just awkwardly really bad in this matchup. If they attack and Rafine doesn't trigger, which they can know in their hand if it does or not, I can then minus the Emperor, killing the Emperor, but exiling the Rafine. And then they're just left with like Lord Skitter, so they don't even go for it. Seems. So, Land. Unfall. Again, they do have counter spells that would work. They have one. No. Or were they willing to use it? No. We make a 2-2. We pass. We have so many cards in hand. I feel like I've been in garbage time for a while, but our opponent's playing it out, which is fine. They have plenty of ways to answer about anything that they could ever play. So it just is what it is. My turn. This creature up. My turn. Now I think's the time to start pushing forward, if you would. Cut down's obviously possible. Now it's not possible. Forward, attack for 7. Let's take half their life total. Working on a 3-turn clock. I have Memory Deluge, have Quick Studies, I have Emperors, Lockdowns, Marches. This is back in the day when Invoke Despair, when they would play that card, that they would actually be able to crawl back into the game because they would just start firing it off, take a creature out, take a walker, draw a card. Make me lose too. Plenty of things like that. I know Invoke Despair is like a weird card. It probably wasn't going to get brought up today, but a card that proven a lot of value in the past. I'm still blown away by all the basics though. The basics blew my mind. I like genuinely can't believe how many basics they play. I'll have 3 mana regardless, I guess. Study. Try to flash in a Fairy Mastermind if they have one. I don't think they will, but hey, farewell. I love farewell. Deluge. Winning this game just strictly off card advantage in general. Like, this card's really not even in our hand, but our opponent wants to stay. I'll allow him. Sunfall or Dewara. Have this March. Pay 0, confirm 0, submit 0, exile this. Is gone. I'm gonna lie to you. We're gonna bring up Anchorage, attack, make a 2-2. Use the map on our Anchorage if possible. I think any more Memory Deluge going forward, if we do find any more Anchorages, we will be grabbing them instead of pretty much anything else. Bring this up. This. Combat. They have cut down. They have cut down regardless. Not really a whole lot I can do. Could have made it 2-2 first and then flash in an Emperor, but go for the throw answers that regardless. So there it goes. There goes my hero. I have so many cards in hand, but I just discard temporary lockdowns. It just doesn't matter. Could have activated the map, but I just didn't want to put more cards in my hand that I had to discard. You could argue I'd be more mana efficient. I don't even care to quick study. Don't care to do anything. I guess I'll map now, because if I hit a land, I can play it. Hey, look, Anchorage. 2-2. They're going to plus and give him a perfect target. Pidebinder. I guess. Have a nothing walker. Back. What would you like to do? Nothing. I'm gonna have to discard a card anyway. Hey, March. That's gone. Turn. I just can't believe. I think if I was in my opponent's shoes, I would have conceded forever ago. But he said, "You want to play blue-white?" I'm gonna hold you here forever. And to be quite honest, opponent, I don't really want to be playing blue white. I get so excited to play blue white for like a small amount of time, and then you play one mirror and you're just like, oh my god, it took me 35 minutes to either earn 1 point or lose 1 point, and you're just like, it's just not worth it. It's just not. We'll plush right away. Target here. I want a tie binder. Sure. That's the tie binder. Uh-huh. Yep. What's up? Combat. Oh, Merrick's. There we go. Merrick's is perfect for this. I don't know what I want to play. Let me grab a Get Lost, I suppose. Fantastic. Combat. Attack. Play Merrick's. I have to discard a card. Random one. Not even that random, but now I can just make 1/1s over and over and over and over and over again. Denick. Fine. Huh. Now are like, are you gonna attack me? Look at this Emperor. There's a legendary Planeswalker on it, and that's it. Merrick's token, get no stop, playing Anchorage. That's our third one that we played, so we only have one more in our pile of Magic the Gathering cards. I literally don't even know what to do anymore. We lost this. Auto resolves, move to combat, attack. They block my Merrick's. I play an Emperor, I plus on it. Give it first strike, get the tie binder out of the way. That's gone. I get hit for 2, down to 7. Then I just activate Merrick's again on instep. They've worked our hand down, but have they really? We've been just using extra cards to not have to wipe the board or farewell them. 32, 23. I've been through so many more cards today. Holy. And at some point, they're going to find like a couple of lands in a row and it'll just be over. Path to peril. Peril whose path, and the path who's periled. Then Denick, I would have to imagine. Huh. Yes. Here. It's here. Now has first strike.
Show them how weak we
Back.
are, enemies.
App token. Like if they can block there, all they really want. Don't really care that much. Here. App token. Here. More manas to do more stuff. Yep. A virtue. Plan virtue. I can just go to war, bounce some stuff. Or our next turn I just sunfall and then I just attack them. It'll be lethal? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We found the line. We just need to find the line. Second virtue, look at you go. I guess. It's all fine.
For this,
My turn? You want to do nothing? Sure. This has to be to cycle this virtue, I would suppose. This is what it has to be for, right? What's up? Combat. Attack. I have an emperor. I guess.
I've learned much during my travels.
Makes sense why they didn't do the virtue. Trying to gain more life against me. I'm busy. Oh. Land. Guess pass. They can't really even attack me right here. They could, I guess, but really can't. Oh boy. It's been the longest like in the game situation that I've ever had in my entire life. I'm having so much fun. Worst part is the longer the game goes, I'm actually more in threat of losing. Sure.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I mean, I'll just flash in an Emperor Exile if they attack me. Kind of like the downside, right? For them is like attack. Have to do nonsense. I have 20 cards. Find what I need, right? Air, I guess. Oh boy. Doesn't have flying. Sunfall. Be a 2-2. Bring this up. We'll activate our map and try to win the game, I guess. What's up? Do we win or do we cry? There. Yep. My opponent's a hero. We win or do we cry? Oh god, it wasn't even close. Alright, that's fine. You still have to discard the hand size. They make it 2-2. That's fine. Make it 2-2. Also fine. I have so much things to do that I can fare well and bring this up. It's his 6 mana right here, and then I have this other amount of mana over here. Oh boy. I'm so afraid that when I watch this back, I'm gonna be like, oh, I missed lethal here, 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 and here. And I'm just gonna be like, why? Just because I didn't want to take the time to Sunfall. I was just trying to get the game over with. Sure. This. We do this because if they pay for it, they lose the game. Mainly. Could have argued. They lost the game regardless, I guess, if I didn't counter that. Countering that's actually the wrong thing to do. Might be like, why? It's like, just hold the counter spell for when we attack with the anchorage. But. Okay. I would like to unfold the board. I'd like to activate this. Good game. As long as this game has gone on. Holy cow. I'm calm. I don't think I can play anymore, man. Every game's going so long. My brain is getting fried. I've played for 2 hours. I think I've played like 6 matches. Played Boris Convoke. I played 30 matches in 30 minutes. Oh, man. Okay, to talk about Decklist, I am totally toast. Like, my brain, I've not had to work so hard for a game that's been so over in my life. Like, that game, a couple of these games were just over. And it was just 15 minutes of me just trying to just close out the game. It's one of the reasons I personally don't play blue-white control, because I think today's video is 50 minutes and it's 3 games. Like, you don't get to see a whole lot of variety sometimes. Also, today was a very bad day to submit this, apparently, as I played a couple games beforehand, because blue-white control, I think, it sounds weird to say, but you kind of want to get used to the play pattern, warm up with the deck if you would. Not really a good term to call a Magic deck, but I just get used to it and play it some. I wasn't recording, but I just played the blue-white mirror 3 games in a row. I was not having a good time. So after that, I then played the videos for the content. I didn't necessarily play against blue-white control, but the games went so long. And as they primarily, I play Golgari mostly as my control deck, if you would, even though it's more of a mid-range deck. And that's where I personally like to sit, in that mid-range area. I don't like to play all aggro deck or an all control deck personally. I like the mid-range style decks that can kind of turn on the gas against the control decks if needed, or slow it down and take its time and bully the aggro decks. But this list is really sweet overall. It's definitely cool. I'm glad it's not trying to Jace Mill cheese, but this is a best of 3 deck. So the Jace Mill doesn't work as well in best of 3, because you do it once and then it's like, what do you actually do in games 2 and 3? I think Jace Mill, why it's so frustrating in best of 1 is because you just know if it was best of 3, people aren't doing that. They're not slam it, mill, and hope it works. You know what I'm saying? But this card's sweet. I did want to also play this because I plan on playing Jeskai control at some point. Kind of call it Jeskai life total control with Lightning Helix, and try to put the dumb dragon in the deck. The little hasty boy that's sometimes annoying to deal with. Other than that, I gotta stop talking. I literally can't even talk anymore because of how long and grindy these matchups have been today. So I hope you all enjoyed regardless. I'm gonna let you all go because it's already super long and I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. The deck list link will be the person that placed second in the challenge that recently happened. It did have a couple of new cards in it, but there's not a whole lot of Murders at Karlov Manor cards in that challenge in general. So take that as you will. Maybe our standard set rotation being a little bit bigger is kind of hurting Wizards in regards to making new cards for new sets, because no new cards are really getting played that often in the highest level of best 3. So outside of that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.